My favorite moment is just the first moment. You see the door open and you see America. This is part of American history that has been totally ignored. This Chinese-American migration, that chapter is so important to our country, has never been really showcased.
Think you can take me on?
That's the wrong question.
Oh, yeah? What's the right one?
The right question is, do you really want to find out?
I think initially Wang Chao sees Ah Sahm as a valuable commodity. But despite all that, Chao sees something else in him. He's very well trained. I thought I'd bring him here first.
I instantly take a liking to him because there's a certain cockiness, assuredness about him. Immediately, I take him under my wing, and I get to paint the narrative for him. And I can be his tour guide to this Chinatown that I'm the prince of.
Who do we have here?
This is Ah Sahm, just crossed.
Fresh off the boat.
It's a time when San Francisco is sort of the Wild West to a degree. Many of the Chinese women who were brought over at the time were brought over as slaves and were sold into sexual slavery. And for any woman to be independently wealthy is almost unheard of. For a Chinese woman to be independently wealthy is astounding.
Well, as far as I know, there's exactly one woman in this house who's not for sale.
There was an immigration ban on Chinese, and it prevented women from coming in, and so we have a Chinatown of bachelors. So they had to form social groups, and these groups became tongs. Tong translates in Cantonese as club or association.
War is coming between the tongs. If you can scrap, you're in.
The Tongs were first formed to be hospitality organizations for incoming immigrants, and they started, I think, with the best of intentions. The Tongs kind of rose out of necessity, and then it became a power grab, who could grab, you know, the best perch in prostitution or opium or gambling, and Chinatown became sort of the Las Vegas of San Francisco in that regard, and so whoever could control it on the Chinatown side would make the most money.
Loyalty above all.
I'm sure as he's getting the brand burnt into the flesh of his skin, he's probably thinking, I'm smart, I can get out of this. He's just there on his own terms to find someone that he cares about and loves and want to make amends to, and then get the hell out of there. You don't belong here.
This is exactly where I belong.
As a Longzi whore.
I am nobody's whore.
I probably slapped the guy like 20 times, and his poor face, he would like flinch.
God.
This doesn't mean anything.
If you think that, then you're just as stupid as you always were.
He just wanted to come and save me. He's finally there. It's the one good thing that's happened since he's gotten to San Francisco, and it just gets turned right around for him. And now the two of us, we can never be together. We're literal enemies now. And I don't think he understands that consequence.
These are dangerous times for all Chinese. We can't afford to be at war with each other. Set a meeting.
I'll reach out to Father June.
Longzi says to my Ling, we as a forefront of Chinatown need to stick together against the American government because they're gonna wanna sign that Exclusion Act and they're gonna wanna to kick us out. He's thinking the grand scheme, whereas my Ling right now is thinking Chinatown and how to conquer that. Little does anyone know, I have my in on the US government with Buckley.
I can take you out of the opium business as fast as I put you in it. If the old man decides to honor the treaty with the Hop Way,
there will be no peace.
That a girl.
Coming to see Longzi.
If I was looking for Dick, probably wouldn't be in a brothel. We were trying to find this kind of grounded, down-to-earth aspect to how to do the fight scenes, and a way to make a nod to Bruce Lee, but not do an imitation of or a mimicry of him.
Koji has his own personal style, but he'll do Bruce Lee-isms, like Bruce Lee stance, or the way he kicks someone across the room. And then he takes a guy and he sits on him. Koji's tasked with weighing this on his shoulder, trying to emulate Bruce Lee, but not be Bruce, because no one can ever be Bruce.
In martial art, in a fight, when you see other people, like skillful martial art, it's not about who's better. It's just about strategy in a fight, because one shift, one move, then they're done.